Welcome, 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 everyone. Yay, here we go again with another celebrity reading. Okay, let me fix this and see if it stays fixed. I don't know. Uh, so, we are going to be talking about Whitney Thore, right? From My Big Fat Fabulous Life. If I'm not mistaken, the name of the show. I've been watching Whitney for a couple of years now, and I do love Whitney. She is so beautiful. I mean, and she's very amazing and very driven. Okay, uh, there's so many good attributes. I think is the word, but very good qualities there, and her drive also I feel comes from her being an Aries. Okay, Aries people are definitely driven, okay? They love to be number one. uh, so they're bold, they're ambitious, okay? They have a lot of drive, okay? Uh, they dive in head first, okay, into any challenge. Sometimes not even thinking about it, right? Or giving it 2 seconds of thinking, right? Um, it is one of our fire signs, okay? Lots of passion there, motivated. They're leaders, okay? And they can be very cheerful, right? And relentless, okay? And very determined. So, all these qualities, right? And when it comes to love, I'm going to tell you now, an Aries can turn around and be in love in 3 weeks and married and in a house. I've seen it, okay? One of my best friends has been with her hubby for about 25, 30 years now, and they met and were living together in 3 weeks and eventually got married, right? So, not saying that all Aries are this way, right? But for sure, she falls under that category. What we want to find out is what's coming up for Whitney, okay? Um, is it gonna work out? Up and foremost, let's find out if it's gonna work out with this French instructor, okay? Uh, you can't blame her for not turning around and going ooh la la, right? Over this man. From the sound of it, all her friends and even her mom think that he is a very good looking man. Is she going to go visit him? Yes, I think she's going to go visit him. I think all of us are pretty sure she's going to make that trip because she's an Aries and she's going to do this, okay? Uh, in answer to whether it's going to work, look, she got the Page of Swords. So I don't think that it's going to work for her romantically because this is just clear communication, okay? But it's very, and it's funny that the swords came out because it's communication, right? But it's very immature, kind of a young or naive type of banter back and forth between them. It's I don't think he's looking for a relationship, honestly, and he may be very much attracted to her personality and her, right? Because she's very beautiful. But I just don't think that this is the person that she's gonna be going into a long-term relationship with. Okay. When I see the Page of Swords, I feel that there's gonna be a good friendship here. Okay, some fun to be had. All right. But I don't think that it's gonna extend into a long-term relationship for her. Enjoy the moment for what it is. All right. When the Page of Swords comes up, at this time I asked a yes or no question, and I got this page, right, which tells me yes, they're gonna be hanging out. They're gonna be talking. Okay. There is hope in the situation, but there's not going to be a big sacrifice. It's not even there. If maybe the Knight of Swords or the King of Swords would have come up, it would have been a different outlook as far as I'm concerned. But when you get this immature right here, this young, the youngest of the youngest, right? Somebody that's learning, type of energy. It tells me that they are just in that stage. They're in a stage of just talking and bantering, and he's gonna let her know in his way. Okay, he is gonna let her know. Um, the swords in general mean strength and having courage, right? Hope and peace of mind, and just having a successful journey. Okay, so when you get the page, he's bringing some type of messages. Okay, she's going to be receiving messages, right, having to do with their relationship, which are important messages, right? It's got important information. Um, and sometimes these messages may be to test her reaction, okay? Or they may be causing some dramas as well. Created for the purpose and warns against taking rash decisions. So there you go, okay? This is a warning for her not to jump in this with her eyes closed, okay? So very important that she thinks with great clarity and follows her intuition as well, because the swords are about thinking clearly and logically. So she has to be logical about this. This could also denote that they are in the baby stages, right? Of this situation, and we know she is in the baby stages, right? And she's already in love, right? But again, you can't put a time frame on when people fall in love, but it doesn't mean that she's gonna get that reciprocated, okay? That he's gonna go ahead and tell her, that he also is having those types of feelings. I think it's kind of one-sided, okay, guys? So I don't think that this is gonna be her long term. But I'm not saying that Whitney is not going to meet a long term, but it's going to be somebody over here in the United States. It's not going to be somebody in France, but she can go have her fun, right? That's all I'm saying. So the answer to this is no, okay? Not the long term that she's looking for, all right? But, she's going to get some clarity. She needs to think logically over this. And it may mean making rash decisions and the warning to not make them, right? So let's find out what else is coming up for Whitney. The big question was, is this going to be the one, right? No. Very immature to think that. That's the other thing that's coming. And, of course, her friends are going to try to tell her, or they're thinking it, right? Lots of cups coming up here. I'm thinking, okay, that she may be running into a water sign as well, because the swords is an air, the swords is a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius energy, okay? So this person may be, or have a rising, or, a moon rising, okay, Venus. If we had a whole natal chart on this person and a birthday, it would be nice. Either in Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra as well. Okay. So what we're getting here is cups coming up for her, which is lots of choices. Cups are love, guys. Okay. And what choices she's going to be making in love. Okay. What are the choices she's going to be making in love? The Seven of Cups. That means there's good choices there and there's bad choices. So depending on what she chooses, if she chooses temptation, or, just let me go have a little fun, let me jump into this, and not stability, not balance, harmony, and true love, right? She's going to be stuck with what she gets stuck with. That's what she's going to get back. So very important in the next couple of months, right, that she makes the right choices when it comes to love, because there's going to be some of these cups are not going to have good choices in them, so she needs to pick the right ones, right? I also feel like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio may be either playing a part in her decisions. Okay, so we could have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio when it comes to him, or friends around her. Okay, that might be influencing her in her decisions. But her main focus is gonna be in the next couple of weeks. Let's say weeks, because honestly, everything that I did the reading on Darcy and Georgie and Stacy and oh my God, I can never remember his name. Fabio, Florence, right? Florence is actually already coming into fruition, and it's been possibly about a month since I did Darcy and her sister. And when I did Darcy and Georgie, I picked up a trip of sorts, and I didn't feel that they were going to end up going together. They did go to the one to meet his ex and friends, and I also picked up that they were going to have a split, which she left them behind, right? And I also said that they would be traveling, and they are currently going to Turkey to get body makeovers, right? So let's call this in the next 4 weeks and see what happens on her choices and what she makes, and that way we can possibly even pick it up in the shows that are coming up right now, right? The episodes. So I see that there's going to be some bad choices that are going to be made here, having to do with love, emotions, right? And may not be the best for her. Hopefully not. It's not in the reverse, so hopefully she'll pick the right cups, right? It also talks about having a lot of emotion involved in this. And I have no doubt right now that Whitney is full throttle into her emotions in imagining romance with this French guy, right? Unfortunately, here's the obstacle, which we got more cups. Okay, the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups depicts a lot of stuff, okay? Unhappiness, boredom, when it comes to love, okay? And not getting what you want. The Seven of Cups, which is what we're focusing on, the choices, right? Is the card of illusions and deceptions, okay? Wow, as well. Making a hasty decision. So there we go, confirmation with the swords that talked about hasty decisions. And here we go again with hasty decisions, right? Therefore, it could be as bad as being unable to make a decision, right? It's telling you to think very carefully about all your options. So Whitney needs to think very carefully about her options, okay? Moving forward to her obstacle now. I always like to give as much as I can on a card. Let's find out. She wants that stability. The Fours are about stability, right? You want that stability, but normally when this card comes up, it's a card of being bored, right? With love, or unhappy with love, not seeing things for what they really are, looking at the cups in front. Stop looking at the cups behind you, which is the bad, the previous relationships that didn't work out, whether it's Buddy, whether it's the other guy, I can't think of his name right now, that she was with, that ended up getting married and having a baby, right? This last relationship she was in. She's still looking behind her. She's still got a lot of baggage that she needs to work through, a lot of healing that needs to go through. She needs to release Buddy, as far as I'm not saying she needs to stop loving Buddy or caring about Buddy, but she has too many expectations for him, and a female best friend and her having those many expectations would speak up, right? Can you imagine this guy? He can't provide for her the answers that she's wanting as to why he's doing what he's doing. A female at least would sit down and talk to her and give her some clarity. Buddy's not going to give her clarity, okay? Buddy is like a paper bag or a plastic bag in the wind. He goes wherever the wind takes him, okay? He goes wherever the wind takes him. And she needs stability right now, and she's not going to have it with him, okay? She's not going to have it with this other guy either, even though she's looking for it, right? She's looking for that balance. So when the Four of Cups comes out, you know, it indicates being bored a little bit with love, maybe even looking behind you at all the relationships and still carrying that baggage, needing that healing, and not looking in front of you and what's coming towards you, right? It also represents a positive period for a person to self-reflect if they will take it, right? And renew themselves. That's the healing I was talking about, right? By taking the time and going within, right? She needs to, and dream a little bit, muse and reflect. She can restore her emotional balance. So she needs that balance. That's what we're talking about, okay? Without that balance, you're going to find yourself on this right here, not knowing what choices to make, okay? Or making the wrong choices, okay? Or making bad decisions, okay? Rash decisions. So she needs to restore her emotional balance first. Work on herself. Continue to do that self work. It can also represent just being kind to others or receiving kindness from others, right? I feel like that's something that's there no matter how you look at it, right? She's going to be kind to others and people are going to be kind to her, but she needs to restore balance with her emotions and in her life, and heal a little bit and reflect, okay, and stop looking behind her. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's such a good song that's coming up right now, because it talks about the last 25 years of this person's life, right? And I think that's where Whitney is as well, is in a period of reflection. She, I think this last episode or the commercials I've been seeing, she's talking about freezing her eggs. She's starting to reflect on her law. I'm telling you, she's looking in the past and what has she done? What has she done when it comes to love? You know, her relationships. And now she's thinking about the fact that she wants to be a mother one day, right? And she wants to have babies, and she has, you know, not done certain things. And one of them being, you know, checking and seeing if she could freeze her eggs and whatnot for a future date, right? At the moment, look, this is her outcome, the Eight of Swords. None of them are in reverse, so that's good. That's really good. Her outcome is that she's still has a blindfold on, okay? She's not seeing the clarity in the situation, period, when it comes to this French guy and life in general. She's still needing some reflection. She's still needing some truths. She is blindfolded and feels tied up, okay, which is this same card. In different tarots, it's a female that's blindfolded, she's tied up, and she has all the sorts around her, which could be her friends, right? They want to show her, they want to talk to her, they want to tell her, look, here's the truth of the situation. Well, she doesn't want to look at it. She's got the blindfold on, right? So everything is, when you're not looking at things clearly, when you have a blindfold on and you're tied up, right, and somebody pushes you into a room, a dark room, and leaves you there, what does that do? Is it intensifies your fears. It intensifies all the things that you think are problems, that are small problems. They intensify and turn into mountains when they're really molehills, right? So at the moment, she's feeling a little trapped, but it's an illusion. She's actually doing that to herself because she needs to remove the blindfold and she needs to untie herself and look around her, right? And get some light shed on a situation. In this case, life in general, her romantic life, and listen to her friends and see the truth of the situation for what it is, okay? Wow, yeah. I'm looking at the bottom and the top cards. Okay, we got more swords. Okay, we got more swords, and we have. She needs more clarity. Okay, she needs clarity. She's got the nine of swords coming up after that. So she's kind of moving towards that ten of swords, which is going to be a dramatic ending, and it may be with this French guy, right? Because on the bottom card we have the death card, which basically is talking about an ending to situations that are not serving you, right? So I think she's gonna move forward eventually. In the next 4 weeks, I say she's gonna be in this right here, okay? Before she moves into that nine, and this other major life-changing event card, okay, which is endings and making room for new beginnings. She needs to turn around and open her eyes and understand the situation for what it really is, and look at things with clarity, okay? And maybe we'll see that in the next couple of episodes, right? Woo! Finances and career are an issue in her romantic life at the moment, okay? So she may be turning around and trying to concentrate on her career and gathering those finances to go see this guy in France, right? At the moment, okay? Wow. She's gonna, oh my gosh. I think she's gonna go ahead and express her love. She's gonna tell this guy how she feels, guys. Let's see. Wait and see the next episodes if she's gonna open up to this guy. Somebody's expressing their love. This is her reading, right, with him. So she may go ahead and she's already dropping hints about, are we friends? Are we a boyfriend and girlfriend? What are we? I think she's gonna express her love. Says go ahead and make the romantic gesture. You know what? If it's gonna bring her clarity, right? If it's gonna bring her clarity, if it's gonna tell her the truth that she needs to know, right? And it's gonna bring her towards an ending for this here, to make to open those doors for new beginnings and new love, then by all means express your feelings so that you can get out of this fantasy world that you're in, okay? Because right now I feel like she's got that blindfold on and she's not really wanting to see the truth of the situation. So there you go, guys. Make sure that you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button, okay? So you can get notified whenever I come on. All right. Thank you for watching. God bless.